Hi Virgo, and welcome to your February 2016 readings. I hope this new year has been off to a good start for you, and I really am appreciative that you come to this channel every month. You have a lot of choices, so I do appreciate that. I'm going to continue with the same channeled information that I've been bringing at the beginning of each reading, each other month that we've been doing this for probably about 2 or 3 months. And your information this month came to me as I looked at latent abilities that everybody has, something that's under the surface that often it takes either a challenge, an unexpected event for it to kind of come to fruition. And I was thinking sort of in the vein of like X-Men, superheroes, where they start off as average people and then find something extraordinary about themselves. So I didn't even think about it at the beginning, but given that you sort of have earthy energy, this makes sense. But your ability is to materialize. So initially I wrote down the word invisible, but almost as soon as I wrote it, I tore up the paper because it wasn't powerful enough for you. And it's also a different way of looking at the ability to materialize and dematerialize. And to go invisible means that you can actually come back. And so as I was writing it, I thought, yes, that's actually it. Some of you have disappeared, either pushed yourself into the periphery, there was another sign this month where I pulled chameleon. So for you, it's a little bit more powerful, though. Some of you could even just kind of like completely go away. And so I want you to come back. So that's really what February is about, is you to rematerialize. And then also, if there's any hopes, any sort of things that you've been waiting to come to you, I want you to make them happen. I want you to start to know that it's a more powerful word to me than manifest, because this one suggests it already exists. Manifest tells me you have work to do, and then it will come through your intention and effort. Materialize tells me it already started. You just need to allow it to fully appear into your life. And it also means that it's much more accessible than a manifestation. Manifestation means you're going to pull it, bring it, allow it. Materialize just means you're going to reveal it. So you're a lot closer to your goals and aspirations than you think, and you're a lot closer to your center of power than you think. And that's what materialize tells me for you for this month. Now let's take a look at your catalyst card, which is that keystone card, that ignition point that's going to allow you to access this latent ability to materialize, to bring something that you want to share with the world into existence. It's so interesting because I do shuffle these quite a bit, and what I got for you is I can't remember which sign I pulled it for this month, but this did show up for another sign. So it's okay. What I notice is trends, and we came through a retrograde cycle, and this is a beautiful card to illustrate what retrograde is about. It's now about releasing and emerging. And for you, this is going to happen around the 3rd. Actually, not the 3rd week. I'm getting the 3rd of February. So allow yourself in that very first week to step away from any sadness, disappointment, or feelings of sort of disbelief that something that you want is about to happen, is about to show itself, okay? So whether it's a love of your life, whether it's some sort of hope that's surrounding like a work project or whatever, what I feel like is it's already happening. It's already happening, and it's just time to let it show up. It's also time for you to just show who you are. I want the real you to materialize, if that makes sense. I'm going to cut this 3 times. I never do this, but since the 3 came up on that, I want to get that power of manifestation, not manifestation, but materializing out of this. So remember, move away from sadness and move away from isolation. Allow yourself to just be in the flow of abundance and opportunity. Of course, this came through here. This is a very strong card. We're talking all about strength, so I have to say, so far it's very positive. Yeah, this is a great month for you. Probably one of the best spreads that I've read for any sign this month. if that helps you feel better. Your central card is the Six of Cups. Lovely illustration, also lovely message, showing me what I just said. Not only is possibility right on the horizon, but there are people cheering for you and ready to help you. And if you feel that you've been sort of criticized by others, it's time to widen your circle of friends. It's time to find people that truly understand who you are, what you want to bring, and go back to a more sort of innocent approach towards them. The good news is going through some of these challenges has made you stronger than you thought you could ever be. And believe it or not, you might actually find some help with a Leo as well, because often this card symbolizes Leo for me. As I said, the work has been done. Not many signs can I say this for, but most of your work has been done on whatever it is that needs to materialize. It could just simply be a change in attitude, but I see the past 2 or 3 months you've been doing the work, and the changes are there. You just have to sort of like take off your cape. It's a reveal. What I want you to avoid is trying to go on the defensive. And the weird thing with this is that you see the Strength card right at the center. What I see here is that you're sometimes so used to being on your own that you don't know that you don't have to keep fighting basically anymore, is what I'm getting with this. It's time now to step back a little bit and allow things to happen. As I keep saying, I feel like there's a lot of confirmation for you that it's gonna be okay. I don't say it that often, but look, we've got a rainbow and the sun coming through. I can't always sort of guarantee, but for this, what I'm seeing is if you allow it, if you show up, if you're grateful, if it just sort of flows, I feel like things are going to be a lot easier this month than they were last month. Your ego card is coming through as Queen of Wands, and it's upright, which is showing me it's a great time for some people to start a business, to definitely share your ideas. I feel you're at a point now where people will be more willing and ready to listen to you and are definitely going to value what you have to say. For some of you, this card also means that no matter how challenging the situation seems, if you take a deep breath, if you don't give into emotions, you can sort of make magic happen. Queen of Wands is a cool card because, at least in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, you'll see a queen in a desert and always sunflowers, which ties in to the sun. Also here showing me it's going to be okay. By the end of the month, I see really great opportunities coming through. Also for some of you, possibly a birth, if you've been waiting or if you're expecting. But what I see here is the ability to take an otherwise barren atmosphere and bring, again, with possibly children. I can see some of you might have had some problems conceiving, and that could be coming through. But for wealth opportunities and just general happiness and abundance in your life, you could take something that seems sour and sweeten it. That's what the Queen of Wands can do. They're a force to be reckoned with, and unlike the Queen of Swords, have an ability to rally up the troops a lot easier. The Queen of Swords is more of a commanding force, but the Queen of Wands is more of a compelling force, someone that can make a great politician, be a great manipulator, be a great persuader. So use your natural ability to sort of convey, and I guess diplomacy is the most beautiful word that I could use for it. So I want you to use your diplomacy this month. It's going to allow you to basically reveal and materialize whatever you want, including wealth opportunities in your life. By the third week, it is time for you to start taking action on some of these events. And for some of you, this is going to take you on a journey that can lead all the way out to June of this year. So this is a beginning of a long endeavor. It could be a contract job for some of you. It could be a relationship that's going to lead into the summer, possibly with a younger air sign. But it looks promising. And what I want to encourage you to do is towards the end of the month, you're going to have a little bit of a challenge, a hiccup where you think, am I on the right track? Four of Cups is showing me you have to listen to your intuition on this one, but it was reversed. So what I'm seeing here is that it's better than you think, and someone really has positive intentions, and you might be missing that that kindness and that frustration that they're feeling because you're not seeing them, you're not hearing them. And again, for some of you, if you've been waiting for love or something else, it's already there. You just have to see it. Once you see it and change your perspective on it, lo and behold, you have something beautiful. This card can also symbolize love. And there's an innocence that ties in with this card because we see a lot of children coming through for you this month. So what that means for those of you that are single and not looking to be in a relationship is a little bit more ease, and that being playful with your approach to where you're at can help. So that means that rather than stressing, it is about going outside, taking a deep breath, enjoying the day, and thinking it's going to be fine. Kids tend to have a meltdown and then 5 minutes later they're okay, or they're eating chocolate, or they're doing something else. So a little bit of a message comes through with that, that you just need to not cling to things so much. Think of the Four of Pentacles. It didn't come up for you, but that's a great illustration, holding on. Kids get it out and then they move on. And the key theme here is playfulness and innocence. So I want you to try to find the best in situations and try to think the best of people. A lot of times we get jaded and we project that sort of feeling of distrust, or that, you know what, it's just not going to happen, and then it doesn't happen because we put it out in the universe. I do want some of you to just sort of take a deep breath around the second week of the month and make sure that you're making some time to sleep enough, and also pay attention to your body and your diet, because you could be tapping out your energy a little bit. Four of Swords reversed often means not having enough time to rest. With this card having reversal and also having a person that's standing, I'm seeing a double meaning here, showing that you really need to rest a little bit. When you get that sleep, all of the sudden you have more ability to take action, to get out there and to do what you want. Let's just take a quick glance at these, and then I'll go into the extended forecast for you. One thing that I'm looking at as far as relationships go is it is a good month for you to be communicative. It feels like what you say is going to be heard quite well by others, but you may not see their intentions or the blessings in situations as well as they may. But I do feel like you're going to open up your eyes and understand by the end of the month that there's great relationship growth potential for you this month. And I'm getting potential Leo energy. There's a very, very strong soul card that comes through. Whenever I see Six of Cups, deep, deep soul connection, possibly twin flame, attached to a strength card, showing me that if you guys are in a cycle, and for some of you that involves the running and the chasing and all of that, I see it being a strong month for that, and an easing of that cycle. And for work overall, it's looking good. Money situations are seeming okay to me. The only thing that I would say, it's mostly emotional. There's a need for you to, you notice the reversal in the temperance card and the reversal in the Four of Cups, showing that there's a necessity for you to really sort of take a deep breath and look at how much opportunity and how far you've come, how much opportunity exists and how far you've already come, and sort of progress towards your goal. This is going to help ground you in the situation. Okay? Now let's extend the forecast and look at what's affecting your health, or in a larger sort of brush stroke, your mind, body, spirit, since that's really all encompassing with health. So what I see here for your health situation is being comfortable with challenges that others are trying to throw your way. So rather than, you'll notice we have an obelisk here. Rather than being closed off, be more like a lighthouse, which is something that is in search of truth, in search of a common ground. So take the adversity and try to see the other person's point of view, okay? Be a spotlight or a searchlight, not sort of a closed off structure. That's going to allow you greater wealth opportunities, greater health opportunities as well, since they both feed into each other. But let's look now specifically at wealth. For your wealth, it is about relationships. So these two cards are, and I actually grabbed usually the deck that I use for the other one, so I feel like they're both connected here. So this is all about relationship. It's right around your belly button, and basically, if you're holding any pain in there, I want you to like take a deep breath and focus on not sort of, here's the thing with relationships. A lot of times you start to feel like cramped in your stomach. You can almost feel like the person's wringing sort of the inside. So what I want you to do is really release any tension that you're holding on to another person in a relationship, and know that your power is your own. Pull it back into your body and think, wait a second. It's sort of like a child or a dog. They're going to react to the way you react and the way you project yourself. So if you feel powerful, if you feel solid in a situation, they're going to understand that you're in control. So take back your control and do it in a kind and just way, but realize you never lost it to begin with. You just gave it away. Okay? Let's take a look at what's coming through for love relationships for you this month. This card. So treasure your loved ones. It's actually showing me that instead of you needing to go out and seek new ones, there needs to be a little bit of appreciation for existing friends and family. Through that, you may meet other people, but this is more a month for you to be appreciative. Take someone out for a coffee, for dinner, say thank you. Something that's unexpected, a gift when it's not a holiday, when there's no obligation, when it's just because you love someone and you're grateful to have them in your life. It will light up their face, it will light up their heart, and the universe rewards that with more love. When you give love, you get more. So do it in a way where you're not expecting a return, where it really is just because, you know what, thank you so much for doing this or this. And say it to someone who's got like a frown on their face. And say something just really kind and not condescending. It just has to be really, really from the heart. Say something like, I see you every day and you always go out of your way to do this, and thank you. And they'll probably be shocked for a minute, and then all of a sudden you could have changed their whole destiny just by that one moment. And trust me, it's going to come back to you, okay? So extend the love to those around you. You already know we went through some of the love of the existing things in your life, so this is more of a tangible way to unlock your heart a little bit. Now let's take a look at, we have health, wealth, love. Let's look at the destiny card for you, and I'm going to use this deck here. Okay. Okay, this is great. This ties right into your channeled message. So for coming to life, this is all about materializing. What you need, what you want, what you're seeking, it already exists. You just have to reveal it. There could be a confidence issue at hand. There could be a challenge of fear. Sometimes there's a reluctance because it's so much easier to just stay where we're at than to reinvent, to reveal, to move forward into a place where we know less, where we're not sure if it's going to be accepted. So just go for it. For many of you, you're going to wait until the end of the month. This is past the end because I believe February is a month. I'm going to double check, but where there's 28 days, I think. So if that's the case, it's 29. Okay, interesting. I stand corrected. So for many of you, this will actually be the very end of the month. And that's when you sort of do the big ta-da reveal in your life. And I look forward to hearing how it goes. It looks like it's going to be great though. So if you're not sure what you want to reveal in your life, then this is a month where the meditation is going to be something that will bring you that information. And I really think for some of you, it's just being happy. Because if I pulled up a sadness and isolation card as the catalyst card, which is related to materialize, then it's just a sense of comfort, strength within, and an ability to just be yourself and move forward. Because the sun card is about forward momentum, about brightness, lightness, happiness, and also about innocence. So I want you maybe to reclaim that if you're not sure. That's what this card's sort of bringing out to you. So it's interesting when I hold it, the sun almost glows there. So anyway, I want you to go ahead and embrace this and think of this beautiful sun card where the energy is almost coming out of it right now. So allow that to be your inspiration for this month, okay? If you ever need more of a one-on-one reading, I do offer those. I'm currently booking about a month out, but go ahead and put it on the books. I would love to meet with you. If you just want to keep in touch and know when the next videos come through on this channel, subscribing is the easiest way. I also offer a newsletter, so you'll get that right in your inbox. And I'm now on Twitter as well as Facebook, so you can follow me there. I'll post links in the corner to book and also my social networks at the end of this video. In the meantime, please keep up all the likes, the subscribes, and the comments. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. It really does help keep me engaged and help me understand that you really are connecting with everything. So I wish you the best. I hope that this year continues to bring your hopes, your dreams to fruition, and that this last card becomes a reality for you. So be the sun. Allow that starlight, that sunlight to enrich your life, okay? Satnam, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.